Okay, now I would call it's gonna be like this. I'm gonna show you a brief presentation of around 2 to 3 minutes on why we need such a solution at the division level and why we're not happy with the existing solutions we have. Then I will show you a demo for about 10 minutes about something, a proof of concept thing that I have built at my division level very successfully. And we're gonna go through that, and I'm gonna explain why this solution that I've built, we need a similar solution on the lines, probably built by an external vendor and delivered to us in a year's time. Okay. Okay. So my name is Gopi, and I'm in charge of a division, Hyderabad 3 Commissionerate. So I would call the solution I've built Central Excise Division Management. Okay, let's get started. Okay, why do we need one? No, any question you put to anybody in this organization will tell you that they're not happy with ASIS. Yes, ASIS is successful, and ASIS shows some very important needs. It has a brilliant interface with the external user, and some of the modules are really good, like the registration module or the returns module. But beyond this, I don't see us using it as a tool that can be used by us to make key decisions in the organization, and it is not successful as a reporting solution by any means. Secondly, we do have some sort of reporting solution called the EDW, Electronic Data Warehousing, but I'm pretty sure most of us have not seen the light of it, and whoever has those logins, which seems to be royalty, don't seem to know how to use it. Apparently there's something technical about it. Anyways, so on a personal note, I have tried to get these logins for the past 2 months and I've not been successful. Okay, so why do we need one? What's a division? A division is nothing but a bunch of registers, in my opinion. Registers. uh, I break up a division into consisting of various modules, such as your adjudication module, your arrears module, your preventive module, your registration module, your refunds module, etc. So, and what I've observed is all these modules are tied by one common thing, that is the register. So you have a refunds register, you have an arrears register, you have an unconfirmed demands register, you have a confirmed demands register, you have a bonds register, you have a registration register. So most of the data at the division level seems to be stored in the registers, most of it. Maybe not the revenue part, which you get from the ACEs and the ranges. So I was flabbergasted that most of the reports that people ask from the top are nothing but generated out of these registers. So it struck to me, what if we automate these registers? What if we store all these events? For example, uh, SSA applies for an LUT bond, that's an event. Applies for registration, that's an event. Applies for a refund, that's an event. So you store all these events, you automate all these events and store them in their respective registers, and you'll be amazed, as I will show you in about 10 minutes time, the kind of intelligence that you can generate out of this. So why do we need? The first part is track crucial APIs, KPIs. KPI is nothing but key performance indicators. How is your division doing with respect to adjudication? How is your division doing with respect to refund pendency? How is your division doing with respect to arrears recovery? So you can track all this. All the information will be at your fingertips. Second is automation of reports. No, I need not tell you how much time we spend and how many resources we allocate just for this task of reporting. Okay, let me not get into that. People do have expletives for this. So I believe most of the reports, as I will show you in around 10 minutes time, can be automated by this. Okay, next, I already discussed what are the key performance indicators that you want to track: adjudication, arrears, refunds, permissions, others. I've also talked about why we need automation of reports. I'll briefly again go through it. Number one is better resource allocation. Number two is truthful reporting. I won't be surprised if most of you would agree with me that most of the reports are not true. What we report in them is not true. It's true. The only thing true is it's not true. Okay, let me stop there. 3 is of course better decision making. If you have if you have the knowledge of what is happening in a division at your fingertips, you can be able to make quicker and better decisions. With that, let me show you a demo of what I have built. Okay, so I built this web application. I will call it Central Access Division Management. Now this first of all, you are given a login. You log into that. Once you log in, what you get is a portal page. The portal page, it can have anything. And for example, in this portal I have shown you the revenue performance of the division, but you can have many widgets around here. You can track many key performance indicators on this page. So once you log into the portal, you can have a main page which shows you how your division is mainly doing. Right now I'm just showing you the revenue performance. For example, for 2012-2013 the target was 500 crores and my division has achieved 490 crores. If you go back to 2011, it is 480 crores and 460. So all this is driven by data that is fed somewhere in the behind. I'll get to that part later. Now for this proof of concept, I've just automated 2 registers. One is the refunds register and the other is the bonds register. Now I'll first let you go through the refunds register. Now go to refunds and click on refunds register. If you see, this mimics a register you have at the division. If you see the columns, it's more or less similar to what you have in a physical register in your division. Now you want to add a new refund claim, you go click add, you fill up the details, and some of the features are automated, like if your amount claimed is more than 5 lakhs, it's priority ticked. Your date filed is 1st Jan, then your last date will be 3 months from that, things like that. Once you add a new refund claim, it shows up here, and you can search for the refund claim very easily by just typing in the search here. Suppose you want to search for all refund claims filed by an SSC called Reddy's, who is my famous SSC. That's it. You press and you get all the. You can do complicated searches, like you want to search for Rule 5 refunds which are pending at the division level. Click go. Okay, this is not working. Hang on. Okay, let's try this again. You want to search for Rule 5 refunds pending at the division. Go. Okay, you have one Rule 5 refund of divis which is pending at the division, and it gives you the complete details. You can apply complicated filter criteria. I mean, you can search for date filed, less than a particular date, greater than a particular date, between 2 dates. This provides all the advanced search criteria. Now if you want to edit a particular refund claim, all you need to do is go to the table, double click on it, and edit it. There we go. Your refund type is rebate. You can edit it there itself. If it's a date, it automatically the date filler shows up. If you feel you need to delete something, you can just go ahead and delete it. Okay, so this captures CRUD operations: creating, updating, and deleting. This captures the data creation part. Of course, I forgot to mention you that you can also export all this data into Excel. Let's see how that works. Click on Excel, give a file name, and then you go to the desktop. Oh, where's test 1? Yeah, here it is. Double click on it. Your Excel for Mac opens. There we go. So your entire data that was on your HTML page has been copied onto Excel. So apart from that, you can go to printable page, you can export PDF, etc., etc. Now this is fine. what is the sort of intelligence that you can generate out of this? And that's pretty amazing. You go to refunds. Now first thing I would like to show you is reports. Now if I'm not wrong, there are two reports that they form part of the MTR report with regards to refunds. One is the refunds pendency report, and the other one is the PAO check report. Now these have been automated automatically for you based on the data that is stored in the refunds register. So if you can see this, for January month it shows you the opening balance, the receipts, the sanction, return, closing balance. And if you go to February, the closing balance is carried on to here. Let's go back again. So January had an opening balance of 19 and a closing balance of 14, and the same closing balance becomes the opening balance here, and it's carried on. It works. The other one is the check report, where it shows amount sanctioned for SSE by check. So both these reports are automated for you. Now let's go to the interesting part, which is the refunds dashboard. Here's where the fun begins. Now you can automatically generate all this key informational data, key business intelligence data based on the register information you have stored. Now see, you can show refunds amount granted for a year. For example, for Jan, for the month, a big number is granted, and up to the month, a big number is granted. And if you feel you want to see it by SSE, just click on it. You can see apparently OCTL is my SSE who's taking a bunch of my refunds. Okay, now you can see how much cash, how much credit is generated for the year. You can see it in a bar graph format or a pie chart format. The interesting part is this. Now the fourth one is refunds pendency for a year. Now we are all interested, right, in how many refunds are pending at our division and what is the pendency rate. Now if you take a look at this, you can see that between 1 and 2 months there are about 9 refunds that are pending. Now click on this, it will tell you where they are pending. 5 are at the range, 3 are at the division, 1 is at the pre-audit level. Now if you click on the range, it will show you at which range they are pending. For example, at Kodad range of mine, 1 is pending at Nalgonda 1, 2 are pending, and Nalgonda 2 are pending. Not only that, if you click on that range, it will show you what exactly is a refund that is pending. So the example I've shown you right now shows how you can drill down from pendency to the appropriate refund claim, and meanwhile seeing all the things that are pending. Now if you want to see what are pending at the division level, you click on it, it will show you what are pending. Want to see what are pending at the pre-audit level, you can see that too. Similarly, for refunds granted for the year, you can see what are the refunds that are granted above 3 months. So what I'm trying to show you here is, based on the data that is stored in the register, you can generate this kind of intelligence. Now another important thing that I want to show you is alerts. Now you'll all be interested to know, right, how many refunds are pending in the next 10 days or 20 days, or how many are already pending. So this module serves that purpose. You go to refund alerts, there's nothing due in 10 days, but let's see if there's anything due in 30 days. Yes, there are around 4 due. In 20 days there's 1, in 28 days there's another 1, in 29 days there's another 1. You can drill down to 60 days, 90 days, etc. And you can also see what are the refunds that are already due. Means 3 months have passed, and it shows you, and it also shows you where it is pending. It is pending at the division level. All this is fine, but what I want to show you is the important part, that alerts are automatically generated. Okay, let's see how this works. If you see, click on the alerts here, it will show you refunds already due is 1, refunds due in 10 days is 0. Let's go and update the register, and let's make one refund which is about to be due in 10 days. So today's date is 12th. So here we are saying the last date is 28th Feb. Let's make it 15th Jan. Okay, and automatically the alerts has become 2. Now you have a refund which is due in 10 days. See, it's due in 3 days because today's 12th and we've given it as 15th. Let's see, we want to check if it's working really. Go back. Let's change this back to the old date of 28th Feb. So just one alert. Okay. So this is the kind of intelligence that you can generate out of this.